Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Fresh off the last run, ready to hop into a new run, shall we? I think so. I think we shall. It's like, if I do these big batch recordings, I'm probably going to have shorter intros. Some of you will go, oh no, and some of you will go, oh yeah. Also, we're going to switch back to default. I don't think it really matters, but, you know. Fun fact, this is the only clan combo I have not won with yet, on either Exile or Default. I have 0 wins of Umbra Wurmkin in the DLC. I've gotten every other clan. No Umbra Wurmkins, though. But yeah, the intros are probably going to be shorter because I'm doing these batch recordings. You may rejoice, you may not. But I don't have much to say to you. Cold. Finished my tea. Got some new water. Had a little snack. You guys, you know what? I give you a little question. What's your snack food of choice? What kind of snack food are you? I've been finding myself, I'm a big corn chip fan lately. I was definitely potato chips in high school, but now I'm finding myself in the corn chip. Big fan of Fritos right now. Popcorn is also okay from time to time. Like got some like popcorn chips that are pretty good. That's something for you to comment about. It's good for me, good for my analytics if I ask you a question like this. The soup discussion was great. I had some great soup takes when I came in here and asked you if chili was a soup. I would like to hear your snack food of choice. I might have already done this one as well, but that's what I'm gonna go with. I'll try to come up with something else for the next episodes. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, hope you are doing well today. It's I looked at the time I've been recording and then I looked at the actual time, and for a minute I went, did I just time travel 1 hour? No, it's not 1:30, it's 2:30. But they lined up exactly when I looked at them both, and my mind, it was just a momentary lapse in reality. Anyway. Let's get to it. It's 2:30 now, and we can go. Pushback Talos, Darkness Arcus, Diligence Seraph, first of all. Ugh. Exile Umbra, Default Wurmkin, and Umbra Assault Echo Transfer Engine Upgrade. I have not gotten to play the new Umbra rare. I've played every other new rare card in the game at least once, except for this guy. I would love for this to be the run. I'd also love to take Forever Flame here. Am I going to click on Forever Flame for the potential Shadow Siege? Yeah. How's Primordium? I feel like Primordium, of all of the champions, I felt like there's been a power shift for every single champion in the game, except for Primordium. I think Primordium is exactly the same as he was before. I think you just take Aggressive Edible unless you have a good reason to take Stalwart Snack, and if you don't get either of those, you take the one that gives you the status effect transfer and hope you get something cool. Now, we do have this card, Echo Transfer, for Stalwart Snack, but I don't think it's viable since it's not infused. I am down for Pyrostone Housing. Sketches, it's a little much. Forever Flame is more so for the fact that, take every unit draft, of course. Forever Flame is more for the fact that every unit in these two clans is very expensive. And not every unit, but most units. How's Umbra doing post DLC? I don't know if I talked about this last time around, but I think Umbra is okay. I just think they're fine. Echo Transfer, good reason not to plan around it right there for you. Oh yeah, I should also play Morsels first. Gotta get back in the habit, pretend like I know what I'm doing here. Play Morsels first. Big Priest is good. All we want is not big Foot Soldier there, so I'm happy. But I think the Damage Shield and Lifesteal boys got worse. Not too much worse, just a little worse. And I think that Allied Construct got a lot better. As long as we kill that unit, I'm fine. We're expecting to take damage with the start of No Train Steward on turn 1. It's not a big deal. It will not hurt us a ton. 29. That's this priest, right? 35, you're at 55. I'm never getting there, so I shouldn't really bother. I'll just put it down here. It's fine. Yeah, we were off by 20 still. Oh, but if I had played one more, I would have taken 2 less. So if I do the math there, I can work out that it's better to play one more. But ultimately, I'll min-max at this point. I'll min-max for big reasons, but min-maxing for 2 health just doesn't feel like it matters. If I die for that 2 health loss, then it's fine. I don't care. If that 2 health loss is the reason we lose, then I made some bigger mistakes, basically, is what I'm thinking here. But, so making of a morsel seems good. Just always. I will take it. Infused Proclamation feels like something you don't pass on. Like, Echo Transfer and Proclamation are similar in power level in my mind. And so, like, if Bounding Echoes were infused here, I would probably pick... I think I'd pick Proclamation, actually, anyway. Since we already have the Echo Transfers, assuming I had no Echo Transfer, I think you just pick when you see both of these. If one of them is infused, you just pick that one, basically. Speak of the gang here. I think in Umbra, I think these 2 units got worse. I think Morsel Maker got a lot worse. Because the Morsel Maker tank strategy is really bad into the Divinity for a few reasons. So I'll walk you through it. I had a run recently. It was a pretty fun one, but I had Morsel Maker, I had the damage shield on morsels, and I had Morsel Master infused onto the floor. And so I had 4 damage shielded morsels coming out every turn. And that was great. That was really, really strong. And then I got to the Divinity, and that floor fed like 90 armor to the harvest wave. And I got massacred. I got absolutely blasted. Long anecdote to tell you. Morsel Maker tanking got a lot worse. So I think you're picking Morsel Maker now for his unit generation, but I think his unit generation also got a lot worse because the Dazed one on the top floor is no longer there. The Dazed one is a benefit, or the removal of the Dazed one on the top floor is a benefit to every single unit in the game except for Morsel Maker, who got worse. So unfortunately, I think it's not Morsel Maker's time. I will take a look at the map. We got an Umbra Banner coming up. Also, I don't like his essence. Resolve +6/+6 is way too slow. I cannot imagine spending 25 shards on this. And these 2 units also have really bad essences for the clan. I think that there are times where just slapping this essence down is okay, but you want something better. This isn't scalable. It's like, you know, I understand why they didn't give a Gorge gain lifesteal one, because being able to put that on anything is pretty crazy. I will take Crucible Collector here. My reasoning is just, even all of that, I think it's fine to just have him in case this is the Doom banner. Large Stone, 25 and 10. Should have done a sound check. Shadow Eater got better. So I think Shadow Eater got better for 2 reasons. A lot of times I find myself having more morsels than I know what to do with, and Shadow Eater clears backline. However, I've been informed by Dusk, who made the balance mod, is a mod on my Twitch channel, many other things. Apparently, Shadow Eater's Gorge effect works with Strike. Like his attack, the deal 10 damage to enemy units counts as a strike. So the reason that Shadow Eater is actually insane is because you can infuse him with something like Alpha Fiend, and he just goes insane. You get like 700 really fast damage. So I don't know. That seems a little interesting and probably not intended. I also think that he's fine just because you need a backline answer. Like, you need a backline answer in the Divinity. So you can maybe make Shadow Eater work. I will not be taking Shadow Eater here. But, you know. God, Gorge restore 10 health. He doesn't even get the damage effect. It's so sad. I think that he's going to... I'm going to be picking him up a few more times. I don't know if he's actually gotten better as just a unit to dump morsels into, but I want to try him for that. This is not a run where we're going to have an excess of morsels, though. I think it's more of a default Umbra sort of situation. But, you know, something to note. Crucible Warden, I'm okay. I'll take the money, and I'm just going to slam Large Stone onto Crucible Collector real quick. And this will carry us through, and hopefully we find something better. But this should carry us through Talos, and then we have time, like, here to find something better. I don't mind this. Yeah, I think your units that you want to build around in Umbra are, like, Allied Construct, because you can infuse it on itself. That got a lot better. Spikes 3 shouldn't scare me. I was like, I'm afraid. I shouldn't be afraid, though. I have Plink. Oh, I'm afraid. Ooh, it doesn't matter. Should be in the habit of blinking first. Shouldn't take this Ember Drain. Although actually, because of the large stone, it doesn't matter. Okay. I think Allied Construct got a lot better. Overgorger is fine. Shadow Siege. But I hear Morsel Maid's really strong. So, you know, you got options. You just gotta see him. All we gotta do is we gotta see him. It does feel a little bit weaker to me, this clan. But I'm not 100% certain of that. Like, I think it's a little worse, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my feeling is for worst clan in the post-DLC yet. In pre-DLC, it was definitely... It's kind of close between Hellhorned and Melting. And I'm not counting in, like, the exiles for the purposes of this thought. In pre-DLC, it was Hellhorned or Melting. It's pretty close. I think it was Melting, but it's really close. And Prince was just feeling pretty lackluster, and Shartail Queen was fine, though, and other way around. No, Rector was feeling bad and Fade was feeling good, but now Melting feels really good in general. I feel like it's probably Umbra, but I'm not 100% certain. It's like, it's Umbra or it's maybe still Hellhorned, but not sure. Definitely Awoken and Stygian are very strong because, you know, of course they are. Wurmkin's strong, Melting strong. So it's Umbra or Hellhorned. I'm down for pack morsels here. This is feeling like a space run, but I'm also not planning on staying on this unit. Shelter seems awful here. Echo Snare seems really bad. Uninfused Proclamation I'm not in for. We did not get much stronger there, I gotta tell you. Not feeling great. We're going to go right. I'm going to expect to just bleed a lot on Talos and not care. Wing Technology is nice. It lets us set up top floor on the last Divinity, potentially. Purge a card, gain a card. I am down to send away Train Steward for now. We'll get rid of some Plinks later. And I want a rare Umbra, because I want to see Shroud Spike. Wretch is... It's good. I think it's good. Yeah, Wretch is good here. The game plan becomes... we curate our morsel pile to just making of a morsels. I am down to play Wretch here. Yeah. And with Wretch, we hold it over, we get 3 morsel miners per turn. That's really strong. Value Stone. Nah. 10 and Piercing. I don't hate it, but I should look ahead. So I have 55 tied up. Assuming I do an infusion, we have 80. I am down to True Stone and Antumbra Assault, but I don't think I want to do that right now. Roller coaster there, but I changed my mind twice on that one. It's good, but it's not worth it. Oh my god. I have Plink and it's pushback Talos. Who did this to me? Who printed this card and this boss? Why? Why do I have Plink into a unit with 5 armor? Ah. I guess I should have gone to the magic shop or taken the +10, but like, ah. I'm glad I took the health because I'm gonna bleed a lot here to this shit. And I'm not gonna be happy about it. There's an alternative here. If Talos weren't bottom floor, we could consider playing bottom floor and then Train Stewards could catch the 5/1s, but yeah. Oh, why did I space down here? No, I'm fine, don't worry. I have to use the Reap card. This is a situation where, oh hey, Wretch lets me bring back Primordium too. Somehow forgot about that. We're in a position where if we were a default Wurmkin, we would be worse off, but we're not. We're Exile, and it's very nice to be Exile here. 15. With Reap, I currently have a bad habit of just playing it and then going, it's probably fine. Let's count. It's 2. So it's 4, 6, 8. I take 5 from this man and there's nothing I can do. That's alright. If I didn't get pushbacked, I could have got him, but I did get pushbacked. Very fun. It's alright. I try to ping this back disciple down so I only take 4 from it. I took the pyre health, right? Like I said, I expect to get chipped out quite heavily here. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. I have another fracture in here. Yeah, okay. If I do this, I can potentially even get this disciple down. Nah, okay. We're good, don't worry about it. Pushback goes last, so there's nothing to be concerned about. It's just a shame Umbra Assault's worthless, but maybe I draw the other one, or maybe I just draw that one. It doesn't matter. The large stone, Crucible, Hoard, and Collector? Collector. I know which one it is. I just never can get it right. I'm not gonna mess around with this. This guy wins. He just 1v1s her. For sure. I am confident in his abilities. I guess I could have put that on Talos, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think... I don't want to be on Crucible Collector for the rest of this run. So we're gonna keep our... We'll make a decision when we see our unit draft here. Yeah. Not too worried. It's definitely a we'll see what we see here. What do we see here? Umbra Stone? Great. Very, very, very strong. Very good choice. These units are not what I'm looking for here. I have no interest, particularly. I know this says trample, but I just took trample stones, so I don't need, or I don't want to be infusing Bog Deep Cocoon. Keeper of Echoes, Shard Soul Carver, they're fine, but these are units that I'm playing with Wurmkin on main. Wurmkin secondary in a run with Umbra Exile. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not feeling the commit to carry Keeper here. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Okay, I'm not feeling anything good here, but... So, given this, what am I thinking? Can we take space? I feel like right now, we're just gonna have to make do with Crucible Collector. If I give him 2 multi-strikes, he's viable. We'll go right, we'll check. I'd like to give him a better Umbra Banner unit here. Oh, alright. He's going to be uninfused. I guess I should have given him a better infusion, but like, I was hopeful. I should have given him something, but I suppose we could still see Ember Forge. Doomed. Show me multi-strike here, please. Sick. This is fine. Like, this is nothing to complain about. Absolutely not. I just have to make sure I get enough echoes here. Echoes? Pack shards. I really just say words at this point when I'm when I'm recording. I just throw words at you. Get my echoes here? Talk about pack shards? Say echoes? Oh, intrinsic Umbra Stone. Absolutely. I think I'm gonna Extreme Stone Plink. We'll be at 50, 65, 80, like 20 here. I'll sit. I'll wait. We'll do a recalculate. We're going aggressive edible all the way. There's superfood. Yep, aggressive edible all the way here. Just making sure in my mind. And I'll keep the space open for one more multi-strike. I think this just wins though. The only thing that's concerning... So that right here, this combat, talked about it in the last episode. This invasion trial in this combat is scary. We're okay, but it is scary. If the haste enemy gets infused, it's actually terrifying. Yeah. I wonder if at a certain number of... I wonder if the unit infusions are set. They might be. That'd be really interesting if they are. Keep an eye on that, if you would. Oh, intrinsic makes Primordium a little better, doesn't it? The ability to put intrinsic on the unit makes Primordium a little bit better. Yeah. We are okay here. I would not have taken this trial if I didn't have the intrinsic trample stone. But since we do, we're just chilling. This is a focus collector sort of situation. Grab it. These morsels go die. I don't want them in the wretch pool. I want to pick up... I want Feast here, and I want Crucible Extension. Those are cards that I'm after. Otherwise, we're just kind of sitting on this. I don't need Quick for our Crucible Collector. Normally, I would prioritize picking up a Quick to give this guy immunity to damage, but he has the lifesteal sustain, so I don't need to worry about that. Press end turn. I know what you're thinking, I could be making morsels there, but I don't need to. I'm about to draw Wretch. And I get back Primordium. Play a morsel first, though. And Primordium goes up to... I guess I should play cards so that I don't end up in that position, where I can't play Echo Transfer, but... yeah, you know. I shouldn't skip out too much, because I need to make sure that my man has enough lifesteal to live, but... I mean, he is a... We're on combat 4, and he's a 228 times 2 with trample, so... It doesn't take much to make this run look completely winning, I think. Hey, there's Feast. Said I wanted it. There it is. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go pretty low to the ground. I got to be careful about Diligent Seraph, but we're going to go very light on cards. And we're going to aim to Feast through Primordium and Wretch very consistently. I'll go left here. Nice, guild marker. This is a run for Double Gorge, since we have the multi-strike. Nice. Alright, I mean, from this position I do feel like we are cruising. But, if you remember, we had a run recently where I felt like we were cruising, and I did not think about the ways that we could lose, and then we lost. So, we're going to talk about the ways we can lose this run. If I take Mind Jacks, the number of ways I could lose this run seem to get a lot less. So, here's a few of the things you have to consider in this position. One of them is that I can't play top 4 against the Divinity because Primordium dies. The other one is I may run out of spells against Diligent Seraph. Mind Jacks answers Divinity problems. Double multi-strike, trampled. I mean, what the fuck is Diligent Seraph gonna do? Die? Probably. Like, I don't need to play my spells. We're hard chilling. I'm pretty sure you can just... We're in... what's a good analogy here? We're in airplane mode? I want to say we're in airplane mode, but that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be relaxing? I mean, I guess whenever my phone is in airplane mode, it's because I'm on an airplane. And so in airplane mode, I am usually asleep. So I guess it's not that crazy of an analogy. But you get the idea. We're in a great position, is another way to put it here. I struggle to imagine a place. I think that it's also too early for me to be saying things like I don't think we can lose this, but too early like in the series for me to say something like that, because I don't really know what the requisites are to defeat the Divinity. Not too great. You just gotta be sure you can clear a whole wave of 300 health enemies. Also, thinking about the fact that I said the word requisites there. Can you say requisites in that position? What I should do is I should fill out the echoes. I'm re-eaten. I'm gonna not make any more morsels though. Can you say requisite like that? I actually have no idea. I think you can. I don't see why you couldn't anyway. It just seems wrong, right? Does it seem wrong to you? Seems kind of wrong to me. I'm making another morsel here because I am not going to have enough lifesteal. That doesn't matter. I have enough lifesteal. You only have one round of it though, but the boss dies in 2 hits. 3 rounds, I should say. In case Divinity is nice. Sure. I did say I wanted Feast. I don't think I want another Feast. Do I? No, because Cannibalize is a really bad card to play on Primordium because it takes him out of the Eaten pool, puts him in the Dead pool, because it's a sacrifice. I'll just take another Feast. I mean, it seems fine. And maybe with Double Feast I can start to... Was that the same card pack? I think it was. Maybe with Double Feast though I can start to play more morsels into the Wretch pool, because I could just plan on drawing Feast. The other take here is draw, if you're wondering. We're definitely grab and draw. I'll just toss these Blinks. Is there a card? I don't think there's a card worse than Blink right now. Yeah, I'm happy with just getting rid of them. One of the other, here's another worst case for you, something that I could miss out on. I might not take enough shards. If I just kind of autopilot this run, I might not take enough shards. That's another way I could see this run going wrong. We're at 65 there. So in this temple I need to grab +10. I am there. Used piercing. I'll put it on Umbra Assault. I'm at 60. I'm at 75. I have to take the 10 from the last place. I want to try Spell Chain Feast here. Because what I'm thinking there is I could potentially just Wretch Primordium and eat it right away, which is good. I'll take I don't think it matters. Grail Forger's Hammer. Took space and then I got 2 space upgrades naturally, which is fine. Nah, I want to grab -1 or Umbra Stone, just in case. You never know. Don't put a 20 in consume on Blink. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, we're gonna run out of spells on Diligent Seraph. It doesn't matter. Is the big thing. I don't think it matters. I feel like I don't see Foul all that often. This is the Arcus. This is not the Arcus I thought it was. I thought this was Curses. Look at all this space we have. I'm down to just play mid-floor here. Fuck it, who cares? How much space do I have? I have 8? Is this 8? This is 8 space on the middle floor? Holy moly, dude. Hey, look at this Spell Chain Feast. I should play Umbra Assault like I said I would. We have the space to take a lot more units, or a lot more morsels into consideration here. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. This is on 5 draw too. Umbra, right now, my real takeaway is, as Umbra lately, it just, the clan kind of feels like you just find trample or lose. Has been my feelings. You can't be mid-floor? Yeah, he is. 7 in the Eaten pile. I need to play 1 of these fractures so I don't overdraw. God, this isn't the days. I've missed Primordium. Yeah, damage shield morsels are worse. And we just get rid of them. Oh, I don't have enough. This is fine. Yeah, that's fine. This doesn't matter. What I'm doing here, it doesn't matter. This combat was won like 2 turns ago, and now I'm just strutting. What I'm doing is I'm making sure it's one, realistically, but like, this combat's very over. Very, very over. This run feels very over, but I mean, my man is a 314 times 3. We're on Arcus with a dude doing 900 trample, so I don't feel like it's too crazy for me to be calling the fight here. I don't think that the Divinity gets past this. It's truly like accidentally set up top floor is the way to lose it. You did me dirty here, Arcus. You did me dirty. Does Primordium count for that? I think Primordium counts for that. Yeah, well, we only have 14 lifesteal. Okay. I am the only thing I'm worried about is making a top floor Divinity play mistake or a like maybe I run out of lifesteal on Seraph sort of situation. Because I don't make enough morsels and I burn my Ratch on accident, but I'm cognizant of that. I'm aware of that being a lose condition, so here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of going to removal, I'm gonna go left and duplicate Ratch. I've never really played a run based around Feast and Ratch like this, because it doesn't make much sense, but it works. Like, it doesn't seem crazy. Umbra Stone Intrinsic makes this a viable line. That's disgusting. Whichever one of these you pick, it's gross. That's really, really disgusting. I am a dirty high roller. What the hell? We get to make my man a 1 space? I can put so much on the floor with him. Holy moly. So I'm gonna close my window. You're gonna hear the sound of it. I will slam trial. This is the sound of my window closing as it is now cold. I could put my jacket back on, but I don't need to. I'll be fine. The turn 1 Wretch is not ideal. I will admit it. However, if I keep drawing turn 1 Echo Transfers like this, someone's gonna accuse me of hacking. So real quick, I'll list off a few of the ways I could see this run losing. Oh god. Hey, this isn't good. It's actually fine, really. It's like I could maybe accidentally trample Primordium is one of the options here. This is bad. The Wretches, we got the Wretch before the Eat, the Cart before the Horse. This combat actually could get me, potentially here. Because we're behind on killing Purifiers, never mind. I am fear-mongering. There's no way. The only reason that enemy lives is because of the infused unit in front of it. You can now, you can type to me now if you want, why am I not chump blocking with morsels? If you do leave me that comment, I will ignore it. Blink? Oh wait, it was just Umbra. I'm not going to use the... Like, I'm not going to press Beast there. It's okay. So this is a position where I did not have a lot of cards to play. Like this is a good simulation of what it'll look like to play this against Diligent Seraph, because that was a pretty worst case draw. I do not think it's crazy to call that a worst case draw. And how did it end up? You tell me. It's weird because like the Wretch Feast plan doesn't seem bad, but it is not working at all. It is not lining up. As long as I get Primordium back, please. Oh wow, 7 unit limit. Okay, goodbye. This is going to be on the faster side. I don't think I will have a run of this Divinity, or of the last Divinity, faster than that Apex Imp Deranged Brute ridiculous high roll, but this is pretty close. You know what? I will respect Diligent Seraph enough to click Broken Memories here. Do I need it? Almost certainly not. But I'll give him the respect. Oh right, I'm then going to disrespect him by removing cards. Because I went right. Yeah, Wing Clippings is nice. I also got Lightstone Casing. I think I'm gonna buy it and then not buy any spell upgrades. For fun. I guess the biggest problem I have with Commemorative Spike here is that the Morsel Miners it makes are cardless. So if I take them, I won't get value. Like I won't be able to retch them. But it's like an early game stack of lifesteal, which is nice. I'm gonna skip this. Here's my reasoning. If I take this is a pretty niche take here, but this has also made me realize I don't want to take out all the plinks. If I face the damage shield wave on the last Divinity, the Commemorative Spike feeds an extra level of damage shield, and I might get chipped out a little bit. It's not worth it. There's no reason to. I'm gonna take out one fracture. We're not gonna clear all the plinks. I'll take out 2 fractures actually. I took Pyrostone Housing for what? I guess Holdover Wretch is good here. I'm down for Holdover Wretch. Makes a lot of sense. Kinda walked into it. Oh, I go for zero cost Umbra Stone. That's good. Don't forget, don't worry, I won't forget. 10 shards here. Purge Stone. It's alright. Yeah, I'll just purge the fracture. I just look through real quick. It doesn't really matter. Anything else I want to buy? I'll buy Wing Steel, I guess. Alright, let's crush it. Primordium, he does kind of just feel like a dirty high roll champion. I have no problem with that. When you high roll. When you low roll, the character feels pretty bad. But when you get these nice high rolls, it feels good. I'm gonna just keep playing middle floor here because it removes the possibility of me going, oh, which floor am I playing again? And then playing the wrong floor on the Divinity. I'm not an idiot, but when I'm talking sometimes I've become full autopilot brain, and full autopilot brain is prone to just doing things in routine, which can occasionally get ya. I'm gonna make too many morsels on this turn. Again. Great problem to have. This is the engine in full effect though. This is the situation where you have a Shadow Eater sitting bottom floor and you just clear backline for free there. If you have to invest a little bit though. You have to give him some defense so that he doesn't just die. But I'm thinking that he might not be too terrible in that position. So I want to give him a try. Obviously on this run he's not needed, but maybe in a world where you don't have trample, he could be good. Like this run, but without trample, maybe you have that, because without trample you don't clear backline on this, and you would die because Divinity waves are 5 or 6ers. I'll just play, because Wretch is free. Did I overdraw? I did overdraw by 1. No, I guess I didn't. Didn't look like it anyway. Really Spell Chain Feast on this run? I guess we're about to see it. This is the Spell Chain Feast in action. Oh no, I didn't play Echo Transfer first. Also worth noting, the multi-strike no longer causes us to lose multiple rounds of lifesteal because of the fact that one hit wipes floors. Yeah. And that's where we are here. Where's my feast? It's actually just mind-numbing. It is absolutely mind-numbing. Am I done yet? 507 times 3. You know what? I'm done. I'll do one more. Alright, you got me. I'll do one more. Huh, neat. Give me these. I'll do, you know, I guess it feels a little bit like cheating if I don't go all the way with this, right? We should see just how ridiculous this gets. This unit has like very, very ridiculously high numbers though. This is some crazy Shroud Spike high roll sort of situation, but this is just the normal look here. Because Primordium and Holdover Wretch. And the ability to buff Primordium up to 85. I'm not even like min-maxing this shit and he's at 100. Alright. Is 822 times 3 enough? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. 1040 times 3? Sorry, 1032. I got sapped there. That seems good enough, yeah. Did I kill Seraph in 2 hits? 3 hits. Unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. Feels strong. Feels pretty strong here. Divine Intervention. Different status effects on each floor? Is what it says? It says different status effects. I guess that's true. It has sweep on one floor, trample on another, and multi-strike, and those are what it's calling status effects? Alright, I'll give you that one. Sure, you can call it that if you want. Dude, this Plink is about to shine. You ready? I save this Plink all run for this one moment. All you're here to do, Plink, is knock off these damage shields. You got one, and you know what? I'm not gonna be picky, Plink. I think getting one is good enough as well. This is a run that pre-relentless is the Divinity. Oh, it's not quite good enough actually. Fuck you, Plink. There you go, Plink. Good work. Sorry, I did not mean to get crass. Did not mean to get vulgar. I was just it was a moment of frustration, Plink. I hope that you can forgive my outburst. I would like to formally apologize. That is, of course, my bad. It was a moment of weakness. I won't let it happen again. And we're doing like 600 on turn 3. we're doing 600 trample on turn 3. And we're about to spike. I'm going to completely disrespect the game here. I am going to I'm not going to move off this floor for playing my spells here because I don't care. 13 damage. Just make sure I don't miss Primordium. These Antumbra Assaults actually... So plus 10, it's worth mentioning and noting. Plus 10 is not enough. Oh, sorry, I was holding and waiting for the animation to play. Plus 10 on the spell is not enough if the spell does 3 or like 0 in some cases, right? Whatever the spell does, plus 10 is not enough. You need to do... Like, honestly, plus 30. Like, plus 10 in piercing does not kill most of these enemies. It kills the spikes enemy, I guess, which is an important one. But... where'd that come from? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you know, the way we lost this run, there it was. I just saw it in that moment. I saw the thing that I missed that could have cost us this one. I could have had... He could have gotten one shot. His health is pretty low. It's only 123. I was saying something else and then I got distracted by that guy almost getting killed. This is over. Oh, I was saying that plus 10 isn't enough, and it isn't. Plus 10 falls a little short on a lot of combats, or on this combat in particular, I mean. Okay, I guess I am getting trample over there. Yeah, we can go. You're gonna look at the time when you click on this video and you're gonna go, damn, this must be a bad run, huh? Terrible loss? Nope. That's a fat W right there, my man. Look at him go. Feel darkness. Really, like, really straightforward brain dead run. Exactly what I would like to see. Wait, I get to play Little Fade. I have not played Little Fade yet. It's been like 2 weeks of the DLC. I have not played a single run of Little Fade. I'm pretty excited. Kind of looking forward to it. It's the last thing. I got to play a little Soul Guard today. Now I get to play a Little Fade. Primordium feels exactly the same. There is like no difference in my mind. That character, you high roll like crazy and just snowball out of control, or you kind of go, damn, this sucks as you lose. Although in this case, I think in the low rolls it's not really that straightforward, and because like your superfood runs can still get big high rolls, but I like aggressive edible. I think it's straightforward. Glad I didn't try to do anything weird like Stalwart Snack on this run, because that would have felt ugly. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.